Is the AAP set to become the number one headache for the Congress party? In fact, when we speak of the Congress's prospects, they have done rather well. They have clenched really Himachal out of the BJP's hands. But what about Gujarat? What was the reason for the complete decimation which we have seen of the grand old party in Gujarat? What next? In the run-up to 2024, is it going to be Prime Minister Modi versus Rahul Gandhi plus the opposition, or is it going to be Arvind Kejriwal, regional satraps? What should be the Congress's strategy? All of this and more we'll discuss in the next 30 minutes or so. First of all, I'll go to my colleague Aarti. She's going to take us through the number game. She's going to decode the Gujarat election results for us and help us understand where the AAP stands. Aarti, over to you.
Right, Meenakshi, we're going to take a look at what the Aam Aadmi Party has done. Has it made a dent in fact in national politics? First of all, talking about Gujarat, it's won 5 seats in Gujarat so far. Is now Aam Aadmi Party going to be the biggest threat to Congress is the question. The seats where AAP came second are 35 seats in which the AAP candidate has come in second. The total number of seats, of course, are 128 in Gujarat that we're aware of. Now, out of that, the Aam Aadmi Party has won 5 seats, Meenakshi, and also interestingly, in so many of these seats, the Aam Aadmi Party has come in second, which means that the candidate has been trailing the second candidate after the one that has won.
Back to you, and we will take a look at Congress's prospects also pan-India. Stay with us. I'm going to go first to Mita Chakrabarti since we are speaking of the Congress's prospects, ma'am. You just saw the number game. It seems very obvious. As I said earlier, even a cursory glance would show that your vote share in Gujarat is shifting to the Aam Aadmi Party. There's no denying that. In Delhi, it shifted lock, stock and barrel. In Gujarat, we are seeing a similar scene. Do you think anyone but the Congress party is responsible for the spectacular decimation which we have seen in Gujarat? Earlier, you gave a tough fight. This time, it looked like the Congress was not even interested, apologies, and perhaps that's why it looks like the Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal have been able to enter the space which you ceded.
Come down from a figure like 77 to about 17 or 18, then obviously we do need to do a lot of self-introspection and course correction. I'm not going to run away from that. Number 2, even a couple of months back, there was tremendous hype created in sections of media around AAP party as how AAP is going to dislodge the BJP government in the state of Gujarat and how it is going to be a contest between BJP on one side and AAP on the other side. The results show that the people of Gujarat are still looking for a political alternative, people who are opposed to
but the question is, if
yes,
your vote share plummets to below 25% and BJP's vote share increases, as Himanshu was also telling us earlier, where has that vote share gone? It's gone to the Aam Aadmi Party. Why are you letting that happen?
Absolutely, I'm coming to answer that. But this entire media hype that was created that AAP is going to give a contest to BJP, it completely stands exposed because fact of the matter is AAP is a lot about hype and very low on substance. When you actually see the translation to the results, we see in most of the places, in most of the constituencies, the number 1 and number 2 parties have been either BJP and Congress or the other way around. It has been a bipolar contest. And yes, in a democratic setup,
35 seats when the AAP
out
second.
of 182, out of 182.
Yeah.
So bear in the mind the 182 figure as well. So if you look at the number of places where Congress has come second, that will be significantly larger because you are looking at a section of 35 out of 182. So let's put the data in the right perspective. Yes, in a democratic setup, every political organization has a right to expand its organizational base. So we give it to AAP that they came and tried.
No, the question was, is the Congress ceding space? Himanshu ji, when we were speaking of Gujarat earlier as well.
So we need to put our act together.
I've taken your point, ma'am. You will introspect. I think it's very brave of you to come on national media on a day when you've won Himachal to say that we've lost Gujarat and we'll introspect and we'll improve.
2 states, we have won 1 state and we have not won another
I know, ma'am.
state.
That information is anyway freely available. But Himanshu ji, if you could just come in here, the Congress's prospect. Why do you think that the Congress is seeing a complete decimation in Gujarat? As we said earlier, a state where they had done rather well. There was anti-incumbency. The Morbi tragedy had happened. Earlier, of course, surveys were showing that there was a lot of anger against the Vijay Rupani government. The BJP acted fast and changed the entire cabinet. Despite of all of this, the Congress was not even able to put up a fight. The Aam Aadmi Party has been able to cede all the space which they vacated.
I think I'll go to the grassroots level example and
Okay.
try and explain this to you. In a city like Surat or Ahmedabad or Vadodara or Rajkot, they have 4 working presidents in a city. Now, how can you have 4 working presidents in a city? They'll say that is for good convenience and so that people can be served better. No, it's not the case. In Congress functions, usually, as an outsider, when you have a look at it, you will find that 35 people sitting on a dais and 25 chairs in front of them. So, everyone wants to be a leader in Congress. Nobody wants to be the worker. That is the basic problem with Congress today. There are no workers, everyone is a leader.
So factionalism, you say, is a problem, but Archana ji, if you could come in here for the BJP, many say it looks it looks like when we speak of 2024, you'd rather prefer a competition of Modi versus Rahul. You wouldn't want a Modi versus Kejriwal. Who's your number one headache coming, or rather in the run up to the 2024 polls, ma'am?
There is no, we don't have any headache. We are working on the ground and we are confident that public will support, voters will see who is on the ground and for whom to vote. So we don't find any headache. We are fine.
Okay, you say neither the AAP nor the Congress is in competition. I'm not surprised that the BJP spokesperson is saying that. But Vijay ji, if you could come in here, अगर हम Congress की बात करें, तो Congress का Himachal में they have won. Would you say that at a time when the Congress party puts it ahead really to local issues, the local leaders are able to take all the calls without interference from the Gandhis from the top, they're able to do much better. Are the Gandhis literally becoming a liability? This time around, yes, Priyanka Gandhi did campaign. Bhupesh Baghel was by her side. I can see Mita raise her hand and I know she will say the exact same line, but Rahul Gandhi was missing in action. Has it actually worked in the Congress's favor?
देखिए, कांग्रेस पार्टी में हर नेता अपना काम कर रहा था। राहुल गांधी जी अपना काम कर रहे हैं कि भी वो भारत जोड़ो यात्रा के माध्यम से पूरे देश में संदेश दे रहे हैं। लेकिन
को आना तो चाहिए कैंपेन करने।
मैं आपकी बात से सहमत हूं, लेकिन मेरे कहने का अर्थ ये है कि जब प्रियंका गांधी जी वहां पर हैं और उन परिस्थितियों में अगर राहुल गांधी जी नहीं पहुंच पाए तो कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है। मुद्दा केवल ये है कि हम जो गुजरात में जहां हमें मोदी जी को घेरना चाहिए था, जहां पर एंटी इनकम्बेंसी का हमें लाभ मिलना चाहिए था, जहां हमें चाहिए था कि आम आदमी पार्टी जैसी जो वोट कटवा पार्टी हैं वो हमारे वोट बैंक में सेंध ना मार पाए, वहां पर अगर हम लूज कर रहे हैं तो उन कमियों पर ध्यान देने की हमें जरूरत है।
Himanshu ji, if you could come in here, I'll put it in some perspective for our viewers. Now in Uttar Pradesh, it was Narayan Tiwari, 1988, last Congress CM. After that, as my colleague was saying, 96, it was the BSP SP sort of government. They are decimated, they never came back. Bihar, 85 was the last government, then came Lalu Prasad era. It was in 95, then they vanished. West Bengal as well, we saw the Jyoti Basu era, the CPIM again decimated. In Jammu Kashmir, same story. Tamil Nadu, 67 came Annadurai. After that, they came again. But then the moment Ramachandran came, 97, again decimated. Similar story in Maharashtra. The point is, the idea is not to diss and criticize the Congress. End of the day, opposition is the essence of a democracy.
Yes.
For us journalists, what is there to cover if there is no opposition?
Yes.
What do you think the Congress needs to do? What are they doing so wrong? What course correction is needed? Because every time they've come third, they've not been able to rise from those ashes, sir.
I think they need to do, they say they'll do introspection, but every time they do, introspection, nothing comes out. Every next election is the same result. And this has become a pattern. So I have a feeling politically they got to go out of the line, break that pattern, and to break that pattern, they'll have to think also in a different pattern.
Yeah, so when you say break that pattern, and Mita, if you could come in here, the idea, as I said earlier, was not to criticize or diss the Congress. We give you all the credit for winning Himachal, but a robust opposition needed. 2024 also just around the corner. That strategy change, should it be for the Congress to focus on states, maybe on local issues, because that's where you're doing well. That's where you're able to even halt, and in a case like Himachal, stop this so-called Modi juggernaut. Perhaps is a time that national, politics will come later. Focus on states, focus on local issues, local leadership. Isn't it that the central leadership is proving to be your Achilles heel?
Can I come in now?
Please,
First
please.
of all, I do not agree with your analysis that central leadership is coming on the way. Otherwise, we would not have been able to put up such an impressive show in Himachal Pradesh, because it was a collective effort by central leadership and state leadership, number one. Number two, some factual correction with your research department. You stated the three states that I want to talk about very briefly: Tamil Nadu, Bihar, and West Bengal, the state from where I come. In West Bengal, you said that there was no coming back. That's actually factually incorrect.
Ma'am,
In
after you came
2016, yes, first of all, there was no third business. It was always a bipolar. Before TMC was formed, it was always a bipolar contest between Congress and the left front.
Yes, I know.
Okay, so there was no third position there. And after the TMC was formed, in 2011, we actually formed the government. We replaced the left front government together along with the TMC. It was a TMC and Congress
I'm
led
saying,
government.
ma'am, the Congress, I'm
Number
not
two-
Congress-led, I'm
Number
saying
two-
Congress-led government, not when you were, you were joined hands with someone else. I think, I'll tell you
Absolutely.
what,
And
it's
a factual
Congress
correction,
only,
and
Congress only government, that didn't come.
Okay. Just 10 seconds more of factual correction, which you missed out. In 2016, Congress was the principal opposition party, number 2 party in West Bengal with 44 MLAs, which your research department has obviously overlooked. Okay, so that was a moment of comeback as far as Congress is concerned in the state of West Bengal in 2016.
Ma'am, but you know what, you've not been able to come back to power. You have not
Yes,
been able to come back to power. And if you say in Tamil Nadu, you're only in alliance with the DMK.
We are currently in the government in
But
Tamil
in
Nadu
alliance
as
with
well
the
as in
DMK.
Bihar.
Obviously, we
As
know
well
that,
as
ma'am.
in
But you are in
Bihar,
alliance
we
with
have
the
ministers there.
Ma'am, okay, thanks for this information. You are in Tamil Nadu, you are in Bihar, factually correct, but in alliances. And look at your vote share, look at the number of seats you have, and look at the individual
accept your
Congress's
point.
position.
I
That was
accept your
the
point.
ma'am. That was the point which I was trying to make. But either way, Vijayji, if you could come in here, we are speaking of the Congress's prospect. Do you think perhaps it's time that maybe due importance is given to Priyanka Gandhi, maybe the mantle is given to Priyanka Gandhi, because she's been able to deliver a victory, closely working with Bhupesh Baghel. That's something which Mitaji of the Congress herself is highlighting. And for the BJP, they would definitely want a contest. Modi versus Rahul is a winning combination.
देखिए, जब से कांग्रेस पार्टी में, हमने पहले भी पार्टी हाईकमान को कई बार बताया है कि जब से हमारी पार्टी ने गठबंधन की बैसाखियों के सहारे राजनीति में चलना शुरू किया, तब से कहीं ना कहीं कांग्रेस पार्टी को नुकसान होता रहा और हमारे सहयोगी दल राज्यों में उभरते रहे। तो ये पार्टी को नुकसान का एक सबसे बड़ा कारण रहा। अब राहुल गांधी जी इन चीज़ों को समझ रहे हैं, वो अपने दम पर कुछ करना चाहते हैं, उसके लिए वो संघर्ष कर रहे हैं। लेकिन सवाल ये है कि कांग्रेस में बैठे हुए कुछ जयचंद आज भी पार्टी को अपने लाभ के लिए गलत दिशा में ले जाने की कोशिश करते हैं। तो सवाल यही है, मुद्दे इसी कारण से आप जो हमारे सामने उठाते हैं, इसी कारण से उठाते हैं कि क्यों आम आदमी पार्टी जैसी पार्टियों को मौका मिल रहा है हमारे वोट बैंक में सेंध लगाने का। क्यों देखा जाए तो बीजेपी अपने वोट परसेंटेज को बनाए हुए है, जबकि कांग्रेस पार्टी हमारी जो है वो वोट परसेंटेज को नहीं बना पा रही है, जबकि हमें बढ़ाना चाहिए।
Exactly, that was the point I was trying to make. That end of the day, when there is anti-incumbency in a state, why is it that only the Congress's vote share has decreased and the BJP's has increased? That's a pertinent point which you have made. Archana ji, if you could come in here, the Congress now says Bharat Jodo Yatra will change our prospects. Rahul Gandhi is emerging as a top national leader. Do you see him as a competition to Prime Minister Narendra Modi? Far as the BJP is concerned, I'm 100% sure you would want to see Rahul versus Modi contest.
I don't know what to say, but if Rahul is the leader of top leader of the Congress party, then how come he was missing in Himachal elections? He was nowhere to be seen. So first it has to be decided who is going to be the leader in Congress party. So we will see once we know.
I think
that
it's a very
who is the
dignified
leader.
answer. It's a very dignified answer. You belong to the BJP. You wouldn't want to speak on the Congress's affairs. Mitaji, I'm not sure if she's still there with us or not. Himanshu, since we're speaking, sir, of the Congress's prospect, I think Vijayji made a very interesting point. Why is it that the AAP is entering and eating only into the Congress's vote share? It's a state, Gujarat, there was anti-incumbency. BJP's vote share is going up. They're eating into the Congress's vote share. Isn't that itself a testament of the condition the Congress is in today?
Actually, Congress should have taken advantage of the situation and put in all their might in Gujarat, which they failed to do so. They did not do anything. And another thing, it's a very, very contrasting pattern that I am observing. For BJP, when they are a junior partner somewhere, they emerge as a front runner in that state after 5 or 10 years. Whereas Congress, wherever it is a junior partner, succumbs to 4th position.
Exactly, and
that is what is the problem, because basically, too much dependence on regional parties always brings this.
Exactly, and Vijayji, that was the point I was making. Mita has left the conversation. The idea was not to just criticize Congress and say all is lost. No, all is not lost. That's why they've been able to fight it out in Himachal. Isn't it time that the Congress goes beyond these customary statements of we'll introspect, we'll change something? There is a lot which needs to be done. Every time the Congress becomes 3rd or 4th, they've just not been able to come back. Is it over dependence on regional parties? That's why regional satraps are becoming today so powerful that the Congress is relegated to the 2nd or 3rd position?
मैंने तो पहले ही कहा है आपसे, और हम पार्टी हाईकमान को भी बताते रहे हैं कि जब तक हम इस गठबंधन की मानसिकता से अलग नहीं हटेंगे, क्योंकि हमारे कई नेता तो आज भी दूसरी पार्टियों की जीत में खुशी मनाते हैं, कई नेता तो उन्हें तो मैं पार्टी का जयचंद समझता हूं। अरे भाई, हमें अपनी पार्टी की जीत की तैयारी करनी होगी, हमें अपने कार्यकर्ताओं को मजबूत करना होगा, हमें जनता के मुद्दों की लड़ाई जमीनी स्तर पर लड़नी पड़ेगी, हमें सरकार के कारनामों को एक्सपोज करना पड़ेगा कि किस तरह से बेरोजगारी के मुद्दे पर सरकार फेल है, महंगाई के मुद्दे पर फेल है। तो जब तक जनता हमें अपना शुभचिंतक नहीं समझेगी, जब तक हम जनता के साथ दिल से नहीं जुड़ेंगे, जब तक पार्टी की जो आइडियोलॉजी है, जो सिद्धांत हैं, जो नीतियां हैं, वो जनता को दिल दिमाग से नहीं जोड़ेंगे, तब तक सही मायने में तो हम जो है कहीं ना कहीं, मान लीजिए 2 राज्य जीतेंगे तो 2 राज्यों में लूज कर जाएंगे, तो हमें नुकसान रहेगा। इसके लिए हम पार्टी को बताते रहते हैं।
Is it time that the Congress thinks of local elections, local issues, perhaps looks at winning states and then think of the national figure? I'll come back to you, Himanshu ji, on this, but Archana ji, since you're also here with us, for the BJP, as I said earlier, and I know your answer is going to be we don't care for AAP or the Congress either, but there is a possibility of a united opposition taking on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Do you think that Rahul Gandhi could lead that opposition? If he does, do you see it as an advantage to the BJP?
First thing is, Rahul Gandhi could lead. Everybody all are free. Whosoever agrees to work in his leadership are welcome. That should be there. Yeah, they should create a strong opposition is needed. Very good in democracy. And now you are asking that is it good for us? For us, the good is what is for the people. What is in the interest of the people. That is what is good for us. All right, point taken. You don't want to get into this, debate about the Congress's prospect. But yes, one thing is clear. Every time the Congress slides down to the 3rd or the 4th position, they have not been able to bounce back. Is it time the grand old party goes beyond these customary statements of introspection and does bring about some sort of revolutionary change? Is that the need of the hour? Himachal polls and the results have certainly shown us that the Congress still has it in it. The only thing which perhaps seems to be lacking is either will or the ability. Is it the central leadership? Is that the Congress's Achilles heels? Is that the weak point? Or should the Congress perhaps as of now concentrate on states and local issues? That really is the big question, the open-ended question which we leave our viewers with.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.